Welcome back to the ABC General Hospital channel. Today, we're exploring another thrilling week in Port Charles, a place where secrets simmer, alliances form, and relationships are tested at every turn. Get ready to dive into explosive confrontations, shocking revelations, and emotional moments that will leave you glued to your screens. Let's break it all down, starting with the brewing chaos surrounding Nina Reeves and Drew Quartermaine. Nina Reeves and Curtis Ashford, scheming to take down Drew Quartermaine. Nina Reeves has reached her breaking point. Her disdain for Drew Quartermaine, whom she blames for wreaking havoc on her daughter Willow Corinthos' life, has consumed her every thought. The tension has been building for weeks as Nina observes Drew's influence growing stronger, a reality she refuses to accept. Determined to sever Drew's connection to Willow once and for all, Nina turns to her closest ally, Curtis Ashford. Curtis, still reeling from his decision to reject the congressman's proposal to repurchase Aurora Media, has his own frustrations to channel. Together, they begin plotting a way to not just remove Drew from the picture but to utterly discredit him. The two meet at the Savoy, Curtis's nightclub, where their conversation becomes a carefully calculated strategy session. Nina's eyes glint with determination as she says, "If we can expose something, anything, that proves Drew isn't who Willow thinks he is, she'll finally see the truth." Curtis hesitates at first, wary of the moral implications, but Nina's desperation convinces him to join forces. They consider digging into Drew's business dealings, his personal relationships, and even his connection to Sonny Corinthos, knowing any scandalous revelation could serve their purpose. As they map out their plan, an important question remains unanswered: how far are they willing to go to achieve their goal, and will their actions have unintended consequences for Willow? Ava Jerome and Rick Lansing. A kiss that changes everything. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Ava Jerome finds herself grappling with a moment of vulnerability that refuses to leave her mind: the kiss she recently shared with Rick Lansing. What was meant to be a fleeting, impulsive gesture has stirred up far more complicated feelings than Ava anticipated. Rick, on the other hand, seems to believe the kiss was a sign of something deeper. In an emotionally charged conversation at the Metro Court, Rick confronts Ava, saying, "You can't tell me that kiss didn't mean anything." Ava, however, is quick to assert her independence, replying, "It was a mistake, Rick. I'm not looking for anything more, especially not now." But the tension between them lingers. Rick's longing is evident, while Ava wrestles with the guilt of opening a door she never intended to walk through. As she reflects on their complicated history, Ava begins to wonder if Rick's feelings are genuine or if he's simply clinging to the past. Their interaction leaves both parties unsettled, setting the stage for future confrontations as they attempt to navigate this uncharted territory. Sasha Gilmore's pregnancy fears and Cody Bell's eavesdropping. Sasha Gilmore's world is in turmoil. Pregnant and unsure of how she'll manage motherhood amidst her ongoing struggles, she turns to the one person she trusts above all others, Jason Morgan. Meeting in the quiet confines of Sonny Corinthos' coffee warehouse, Sasha confides in Jason, her voice trembling as she says, "What if I can't do this, Jason? What if I'm not ready?" Jason listens intently, his calm demeanor providing a safe space for Sasha to share her deepest fears. "You've been through so much, Sasha," Jason replies. "But you're stronger than you think. You've already survived things that would break most people." Unbeknownst to them, Cody Bell is lurking just out of sight, overhearing every word. As the conversation continues, Cody misinterprets the situation entirely. His jaw tightens as he silently draws his own conclusions, convincing himself that Jason is the father of Sasha's unborn child. The misunderstanding sets off a chain reaction of events, with Cody's misconceptions threatening to create chaos in Sasha's already fragile life. The question now is, will Cody confront Sasha and Jason, or will he let his assumptions fester, leading to even greater drama down the line? Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan, a growing connection. Meanwhile, Carly Spencer finds herself stepping into uncharted territory with Jack Brennan, despite being warned to steer clear of him. The warning comes from none other than Sonny Corinthos, who cryptically tells Carly, "Brennan's not who you think he is. Be careful." But Carly, true to form, refuses to back down. "I don't need you telling me who I can and can't spend time with, Sonny," she fires back, her defiance palpable. As Carly continues to spend time with Brennan, the two share moments that reveal surprising layers to his character. Over a shared meal at Kelly's diner, Brennan opens up about his past, sharing stories that hint at both vulnerability and mystery. By the end of the week, their bond has deepened significantly, with Carly beginning to question whether Brennan might be more than just a fleeting connection. However, as whispers of danger continue to swirl around Brennan, Carly's decision to ignore the warnings may come with unforeseen consequences. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Weber, a race against time. Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Weber are locked in a high-stakes investigation into Cyrus Renault's activities. Their primary goal is to access a list of patients Renault visited during his time at the hospital, believing it holds the key to uncovering his next move. However, their efforts hit a major roadblock when hospital administration denies them access, citing confidentiality concerns. Frustrated but undeterred, Lucky and Liz turn to an unlikely ally, Jocelyn Jacks. Jocelyn, known for her resourcefulness, steps up to assist. Using her tech-savvy skills, she digs into hospital records and uncovers a trail of breadcrumbs that points to a larger conspiracy. The trio's teamwork is both inspiring and suspenseful, as each clue they uncover brings them closer to the truth. But with Renault always one step ahead, the question remains, can they expose his plans before it's too late, or will their efforts put them in danger? Dante Falconeri and Anna Devane, a heated confrontation. Finally, Dante Falconeri unleashes his frustration on Anna Devane in a confrontation that leaves no stone unturned. "You've been playing a dangerous game, Anna," Dante says, his voice filled with anger. "And the rest of us are the ones paying the price." Anna, caught off guard by Dante's intensity, tries to defend her actions but finds herself questioning whether her decisions have caused more harm than good. The exchange is raw and emotional, revealing cracks in Anna's usually composed exterior. Meanwhile, Trina Robinson proves once again why she's one of the most dependable people in Port Charles. When Kai Taylor faces a personal crisis, Trina steps in, offering support and guidance. Her unwavering loyalty highlights her growth as a character, as she balances her own struggles with her desire to be there for those she cares about. The week ahead, what's next for Port Charles? As the dust begins to settle, one thing is clear, the drama in Port Charles is far from over. Nina and Curtis's plot against Drew has the potential to backfire spectacularly, while Sasha's pregnancy fears and Cody's misconceptions promise plenty of twists and turns. Carly's connection with Jack Brennan continues to deepen, but will she regret ignoring the warnings? And as Lucky, Liz, and Jocelyn close in on Cyrus Renault's secrets, they may be putting themselves directly in harm's way. Next, we'll take a closer look at one of the most unusual yet captivating dynamics unfolding in Port Charles, the relationship between Cody Bell and Tracy Quartermaine. Is it friendship, family, or something more complicated? Stay tuned as we unravel the layers of this intriguing connection and explore what it could mean for the future of both characters. Fans' perspectives: should Cody and Tracy remain friends or become something more? Let's start by addressing the big question on everyone's minds: what does the future hold for Cody Bell and Tracy Quartermaine? Many fans have already taken sides, debating whether the pair should remain platonic companions or if their chemistry could pave the way for a May-December romance. There's no denying that Tracy's sharp wit and Cody's devil-may-care attitude create a compelling dynamic. However, there's a catch: the writers have left subtle hints that Cody may have an agenda, leaving viewers to wonder if his intentions are as pure as they seem. Adding fuel to the fire, actor Kelly Thibault, who portrays Cody, has expressed mixed feelings about their relationship. He admits, "I love it, but I want more." He loves her, and she loves him. "But I don't want Cody to swindle her." This sentiment reflects the fine line between genuine affection and the potential for betrayal that has fans hooked. Would it be refreshing to see Tracy find happiness with someone like Cody, or would such a pairing tarnish her legacy as a fierce and independent quartermain? Cody Bell's troubled past and its influence on his relationship with Tracy. To fully appreciate the dynamic between these two characters, we must examine Cody Bell's complex backstory. Cody isn't your average stable boy, he's a man burdened with a shadowy past, including a history of cons and schemes. This darker side of Cody makes his connection with Tracy all the more fascinating. Tracy, who has lived through her fair share of heartbreak and betrayal, might see a bit of herself in Cody. Perhaps she recognizes the struggles he hides behind his roguish charm. Interestingly, Cody has been unlucky in love recently, particularly after discovering that Sasha Gilmore, the woman he cared deeply for, is actually his cousin. This revelation left Cody devastated, forcing him to reconsider what he truly wants in life. In Tracy, he may have found not just a friend, but someone who fills a void he didn't realize existed. But will Cody's personal demons ultimately sabotage their growing bond? Tracy Quartermain's legacy, a woman of power and resilience. Tracy Quartermain is a character who commands respect wherever she goes. Having recently returned to Port Charles after years away, she continues to demonstrate her ability to shape the dynamics of any room she enters. Tracy's return is a reminder of her unmatched wit, cunning intelligence, and ability to outmaneuver anyone who underestimates her. However, even the strongest players have vulnerabilities, and Tracy has endured her share of loss. Her late husband Luke Spencer's death was a devastating blow, and fans were hoping her friendship with Gregory Chase would blossom into something more before tragedy struck again, leaving her bereft. With Gregory's departure and the absence of his son, Hamilton Finn, Tracy finds herself without the close connections that once anchored her. In this context, Cody's arrival in her life feels almost serendipitous. He may not be the partner fans envisioned for her, but his unpredictable nature and loyalty have sparked something in Tracy that fans are eager to see explored further. Whether it's friendship or something deeper, Cody has undeniably brought a sense of liveliness back into Tracy's world. The Luke Spencer connection: does Cody remind Tracy of her late husband? One of the most compelling aspects of Tracy and Cody's relationship is the subtle parallels between Cody and Tracy's late husband, Luke Spencer. Luke, like Cody, was a charismatic rascal with a knack for getting into trouble. Actor Kelly Thibault himself acknowledged this similarity, noting that Cody reminds her of Luke. This parallel isn't lost on viewers, who have picked up on Tracy's occasional glimmers of nostalgia when interacting with Cody. But here's the twist: while Cody's charm is reminiscent of Luke, he's very much his own person. Tracy is keenly aware of this distinction, which adds complexity to their relationship. Is Tracy drawn to Cody because he reminds her of Luke, or does she see in Cody a chance to rewrite the mistakes of the past? Either way, their connection is steeped in emotional depth, and fans can't help but wonder whether Cody will ultimately honor or betray Tracy's trust. Power dynamics and the intriguing contrast between Cody and Tracy. Another fascinating element of this relationship is the stark contrast in their social and financial statuses. Tracy Quartermain is a powerhouse, a wealthy, influential figure who has more money than most people could spend in a lifetime. Cody, by contrast, is a self-described stable boy, living on her property and working under her supervision. This power dynamic could easily tilt the scales, yet Cody's personality ensures that he never comes across as inferior. Instead, he matches Tracy's sharp tongue with his own quick wit, creating an engaging and balanced dynamic. What makes this contrast even more interesting is the unspoken tension it creates. Edward Quartermain, Tracy's late father, would likely be rolling in his grave if he knew she was associating with someone like Cody. This underlying tension raises the stakes, as Tracy must navigate the expectations of her family legacy while following her instincts about Cody. The question is, will this dynamic ultimately bring them closer together or drive them apart? What could the future hold for Cody and Tracy? As we look ahead, the possibilities for Cody and Tracy's relationship are endless. Could they team up to tackle a new threat in Port Charles, solidifying their bond as allies? Or will Cody's troubled past resurface, leading to a betrayal that shatters their connection? Another intriguing possibility is that their dynamic could evolve into a romance, offering a refreshing take on love in Port Charles. One thing is certain, Cody and Tracy are anything but predictable. Their connection has already captivated viewers, and the writers have plenty of room to explore new storylines that deepen their relationship. Whether they remain close friends, become romantic partners, or face an inevitable falling out, Cody and Tracy's journey is sure to keep fans on the edge of their seats. Next, we'll dive into the swirling drama in Port Charles, New York, where secrets, schemes, and unexpected alliances are about to shake things up. This week, we're spotlighting Jen Sidwell and his impact on the women of Port Charles, particularly Ava Jerome. Could their connection lead to chaos, romance, or something more sinister? Let's explore the possibilities. Jen Sidwell, a troublemaker in Port Charles. Jen Sidwell has been making waves ever since he set foot in Port Charles, and it's clear he's not here to play by anyone's rules. With his sharp suit, calculated charm, and mysterious intentions, Jens has quickly positioned himself as a force to be reckoned with. The man is a walking enigma, poised, cunning, and completely unpredictable. But what's his ultimate goal? Some fans speculate Jen's long-term plans involve taking over Sonny Corinthos' territory, and he's been carefully laying the groundwork to make his move. With Sonny's health rumored to be on shaky ground and his focus split between his personal struggles and maintaining his empire, Jens has chosen the perfect time to strike. But Jens isn't just a strategist, he's a man who knows how to use his charisma to his advantage. His interactions with Ava Jerome suggest he's as interested in relationships as he is in power plays. Sonny Corinthos' hidden struggles, a vulnerable mob boss. Speaking of Sonny, the mob kingpin has been dealing with health issues he's determined to keep hidden from everyone in Port Charles. The word on the street is that Sonny's heart has been giving him trouble, both literally and figuratively. The powerful and intimidating figure we all know is still trying to maintain control over his empire, but the cracks in his armor are starting to show. In a bid to safeguard his reputation, Sonny is planning a secret trip to Los Angeles to consult with a specialist. This leaves Port Charles vulnerable to chaos, as Sonny's absence could be exactly what opportunistic figures like Jen Sidwell need to stir the pot. Will Sonny's decision to keep his condition under wraps end up backfiring, leaving his territory and the people he loves exposed to danger? Ava Jerome's predicament, between power and poverty. Ava Jerome, the glamorous yet cunning gallery owner, has found herself in an unfamiliar position, financially strapped and desperately searching for a way to regain her footing. Losing the Cassadine fortune in her divorce settlement was a devastating blow, and her current lifestyle is a far cry from the power and privilege she once enjoyed. To make matters worse, Ava's desire to fight Sonny for custody of their daughter, Avery, is a battle she can't afford, literally. Enter Jen Sidwell. Ava is nothing if not resourceful, and she sees an opportunity in her budding connection with him. Her visit to Spoon Island at Jen's invitation wasn't just a stroll down memory lane, it was a calculated move. Ava knows Jens is wealthy and influential, and she's not above using her charm to secure his help. But Ava's motives aren't entirely self-serving. Her love for Avery drives her decisions, even as she navigates morally gray territory. The question is, how far is Ava willing to go to secure Jen's support, and will she ultimately regret aligning herself with someone as dangerous as he is? Java, a potential power couple in the making? As fans speculate about the chemistry between Ava and Jens, one thing is clear, the two share an electric dynamic. Ava's allure and Jen's bad boy charisma make for a tantalizing combination, and their pairing, dubbed Java by fans, could turn Port Charles on its head. Ava has a weakness for men who live on the edge, and Jen's unpredictable nature makes him a perfect match. The potential for romance between these two is undeniable, but their relationship is unlikely to be smooth sailing. Jens may be drawn to Ava's beauty and intelligence, but he's also a man with his own agenda. Fans have suggested that Jens might use Ava to gain inside information about Sonny, making their connection as much about strategy as it is about passion. If Jens is playing the long game, Ava could find herself caught in a web of deceit, with devastating consequences for both her and her daughter. The haunted house on Spoon Island, a symbol of Ava's past. When Jens invited Ava to visit Windmere, the Gothic mansion on Spoon Island, it wasn't just a casual gesture. For Ava, the house represents a chapter of her life that's filled with equal parts nostalgia and trauma. Returning to her old stomping grounds stirs up a complex mix of emotions. On one hand, Ava is drawn to the power and prestige that Windmere symbolizes. On the other hand, the mansion's dark history is a stark reminder of the dangers that come with ambition. Ava's financial struggles make the allure of Windmere even stronger. Could she be angling to reclaim her place in the haunted house, using her relationship with Jens as a way to make it happen? Or is this simply Ava's way of testing the waters, gauging whether Jens could become a reliable ally or something more? Whatever her motives, Ava's return to Spoon Island is sure to set the stage for drama. What happens next in Port Charles? As the week unfolds, the drama in Port Charles shows no signs of slowing down. Jens Sidwell's arrival has already thrown the town into disarray, and his growing connection with Ava Jerome is poised to create even more complications.